What's going on, everybody? I am Charlize Bryce, the owner of Lisa's Business Enterprise. I know I do a lot with as a notary public and a signing agent, but I also want to drop some information about startup nonprofits because as my main job was or is, I am a founder and a executive director over a small nonprofit called Professional Career Development Services, which is a job prep, career readiness nonprofit organization here in Dallas County. We serve the Dallas County in Texas. Okay, so some things I want to talk about today is your board, the board manual, and governance documents. And so for picking, choosing a board, you want to go with what your state minimum is because here in Texas it's three. You had to have a minimum of three people on your board. But I believe in Michigan, before I had left, it was seven. You had to have seven people. So go with it, with your state outlined for you and then go from there. And then before you even pick a board, think about people that is just as passionate as you are about your nonprofit organization, understands the direction, also can add some value to it because it's people out there that you probably need like an accountant expert, someone that's in management. Think about what your organization does and where the needs lie in there because um even though I work with a lot of people in different type of industries, it does benefit the nonprofit as well as as far as workforce development just for me. I like to be in different types of areas because that will help out more people. Okay. But before you go start choosing and selecting a board, you definitely want to have a board manual. And I'll start there because a board manual um, basically it outlines the strategic responsibilities of your board of directors or your board members, whatever you want to call them, because you want to have that. And I've spoken to a lot of nonprofit people, even people that's already in a nonprofit, they don't have a board manual, let alone what we're going to talk about next is governance documents. So a board manual outlines the fiduciary responsibilities, such as think of their duties, the duty of care, the duty of loyalty. It outlines fundraising responsibilities, the planning, strategic planning. It talks about risk management and board evaluation. Those are some things that I actually have in my board manual for board orientation as well. That way they know you're already setting the expectation before they get into it. Uh, I have spoken to a lot of nonprofit founders, some directors, CEOs that actually has a video added to their orientation as well. That's a great, phenomenal idea, but you still want them to be responsible for that board manual so you can set that expectation on what you speaking of, especially for fundraising, because one element of fundraising, how is that member contributing to your fund? I've seen where some people are saying like they have to, their board dues is like $1,000 for the year. So you have to outline and set the expectation for that. Next is the governance documents because I've spoken to people that didn't have this at all, but it's not required from the IRS, but it is a good structure to have. Think about when you're working for a job and they have policy and procedures. Same thing here. We have policies and procedures in place to prevent abuse. And it gives it structure so people can fall in line. Again, setting the expectation that strategically management that counts. So some governance documents that you should have, and I do strongly suggest, is your bylaws. Of course, your board manual, which we already went over, your conflict of interest policy, your articles of incorporation should have been at this point thought about this, your meeting minutes, different things of that nature, so that you can be able to run and operate your nonprofit effectively and efficiently. And that shows strategically your strategic management. Even though it's not required, it is a good practice to have. So if you know anybody that needs help in structuring your governance document, help with formalizing a board, even a board application or something like that to help draw in board members, definitely reach out to me. Hit me up. I'll get 50% off my normal consultation fees and everything, and I'll work with you. I just don't work with you one time. I carry on out through the way as much as you need me, okay? So definitely hit me up. Respond to me, hit me up, email, whatever on my website as well, lisasbusiness.com. Thank you. I hope this helped you out greatly. Have a good one.